Dollar index, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis when the price was exactly within this move, we mentioned that the price can continue and move higher. This is what we get. All right, but right now, what we see, the raise move is a corrective. We want to see what's the next. Because even in my last analysis, I mentioned if we get the sell, I'm more interested in the sell rather than the buy because the raise moving is already corrective. Okay, in this case, we start with daily chart. All right. As you can see, based on daily chart in our analysis, we mentioned for long term, we're looking for buy. But the question was, every time I repeat this is the start of the up move or the price can drop tag 88 before we get the next move. Okay, mostly for me, I think we get one more drop, and from what we have here. Okay, the question, can we put this one relative to this? Does mean the next drop is going to tag 88 or not? Okay, right now I mentioned mostly I'm expecting one more drop. This is the drop I'm referring right now is not the one is going to tag 88. Right, the drop I'm referring to what we have here in correction. Later, based on forward chart, we will explain. Okay, now if we refer to daily chart, if we put this one and with these things in relative to each other, MACD doesn't show us anything, but the another indicator shows us a divergence. That's why, and this is one thing we need to bear in mind. And if we move to forward chart, okay, first of all, we check for the divergence based on forward chart. MACD show us divergence. And how about the another indicator which I have? Yeah, still we can look for the divergence because if I put this one, but if there is a continuation, we won't see this, right? Now, as we can see, if in our analysis, we have been looking for this 1, 2, 3, and this is what we get it. And even I explained, we put this one in relative to this. In my last analysis, I mentioned in terms of the length, they are not matched. Okay. Now, what I want to say is that the way is moving here is very corrective. That's why right now, if we get any sell setup, I'm more interested because we can look for this correction. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, how we can look at this? Either if I put this one, we get 1, 2, 3 as a flat in relative to this, we get one move up, or this is the end of this move, and this is the total is going to give us one more drop. Which one? We don't need to know which one right now. The only thing is in both of them, we're going to look for one more drop. When we get the one more drop, then from there we can confirm whether there is a continuation or it can turn to flat for one move up. Okay, now what I want to say is that for me, if I get any sell setup, this is what I'm interested because of the way it's moving, unless I see some changes that confirm continuation. Okay, and now if I move to 1 hour chart, all right, and what we can see based on 1 hour chart within this move, as long as the price is moving and upward, what we have here losing the momentum as well here. That's why what I'm expecting to get any sell setup. That's mean if I get either from here, if I get any sharp move with the flag, any sell setup, I will take it. Then from there, we start to manage it. The only if there is a continuation similar to what we have here, I don't think so we can get a really good trade setup unless we see some changes. Can we put this one? May we get one more drop as a running flat internally for one move up? Still, we can get it. But for the buy setup, right now, we don't have the proper buy setup. Mostly, we can look for sell. Okay. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any changes, I will share. Thanks.